Show.
Hey, yo. Here we are. Thursday. There was a Wednesday video. As you probably know, I was on Rich's channel yesterday doing Geeking Out With on Big Nasty Comics. So if you want to watch kind of a long form explanation and geeking out into Cerebus, the story, the art, Dave Sim, the kind of the full thing about Cerebus, go check out that video over on Big Nasty Comics YouTube page. That's Rich. And yeah, went into that. And if you are curious about it, go check it out. Yeah, I'm told people liked it, so that's good. I'm glad. General housekeeping stuff. I have boxes to send out to people that I owe people. Frank, you're getting a box. I know it's coming. Doc is getting a box. I finally have everything that's going over to Doc. I owe him a box. Also, for a while, Alan and Steven, I have some Shabina stuff. I like bought some stuff. Finally, everything landed. Brian McClay last week, or earlier this week, just asked, like I was telling him, hey, I didn't get some of the stuff, but finally it arrived today. I've got the box. Haven't opened it yet, but so yeah, all the Shabina stuff that I owed to you guys is coming. Well, that I got for you guys. I told them don't pay me anything until I can send you all of it. But I think there are like, I don't know, 5 or 6 books coming, and yeah, a couple other things I'll be sending too. But yeah, this is it. This is the long-awaited Chonko takes a giant Cleveland steamer, big old man-sized dump on the Silver Age. Some disclaimers and caveats. Let's put those out there first. It's not the entire Silver Age. I'm not going to dump on the entire Silver Age. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm also going to try to be careful not to crap on the favorites of friends of mine. Even though there's some I kind of wanted to. I'm not trying to bum people out. I'm trying to attack the covers and not people. I'm trying for this not to be personal, even though some people are going to take it personally. I know. That's fine. I'm hoping it's considered and digested, and it's kind of funny, but also that everyone understands that this is really what I think. Like, I think there's a large portion of the Silver Age of comics that are not only overrated, but should be rated really badly. Like, where I think they're terrible and objectively terrible. Not like just, I don't like this one. It's like, I'm going to show you why it's bad. And, yeah, a few more of the caveats. I don't normally do lists. I usually do kind of bullet points. I did organize some thoughts in this with notes. I don't normally do that, but I kind of wanted to for this one, just because I know the butt actuallys are going to come out. I know there's going to be so many butt actuallys for this, and that's fine. It's because it's to engage and to, like, to drive conversation about this. And it's not clickbait. This is kind of what I really think about these covers. I'm going to restrict this to only bigger titles. I'm not going to pick on, some stupid title you've never heard of. Like, no, I'm sticking with the big ones. And it's not all keys, but there are a lot of keys in here. A lot of key comics, but I kind of and I've grouped some together just to emphasize a point that there are certain trends. I'm also not going to try to take a crap on some of the great artists. Some of the great artists appear in this, but it's usually, I think, in the case of some of the bigger artists, it looks like it's when artists had to work together and it didn't work. Like, I'm never going to shit on Jack Kirby ever. But when like Kirby had to work with Ditko and you could see it doesn't work, like they're trying to like mash their covers together, it's bad. It turns out bad. And I'm going to show you. And I think some of you are going to agree with me. Also, I want everybody to look at this sans nostalgia. Like, I'm not, excuse me, I'm not trying to take a crap on your favorite comics from when you were a kid, but I want you to look at it with like the proper perspective, as I really need to consider that cover. Is that? I'm not going to do that. I hope you don't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not, considering, I really love that character. Boy, I love Spider-Man. I'm not going to crap on Spider-Man. No, I'm going to take a giant shit on Spider-Man on some of the covers, not the character. Also, I'm not including any titles where it is supposed to be goofy. There's no Lois Lane in here. Lois Lane is a goofy title from all the way through, or silly animal titles, or where it's supposed to be silly. I'm not doing that, but where they made comics that I don't think should be silly, they made them silly. I'm going to call that out because I think that was stupid. I think it was dumb, and I think it was a bad idea. As I was saying, I'm trying not to call out any, one particular artist except one. There's one example who I think for the Silver Age was absolute dog shit, unmitigated dog shit, and I'm going to call him out. And we'll see what people think about that. It's not one of the greats, not in my opinion. It's not one of the greats. Yeah, I mean, again, this is all opinion based. It's not, science, like the the top, Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age covers and all that. Also, I'm sticking mostly to cover art. There's one where I'm going to call out the story too, but it's just, just because I have to mention because it's so dumb. But I could go into stories at some point, I guess, but a lot of these I haven't read, and other than the keys. But I just think that what we're talking about here is artwork, and specifically cover art, and covers that I think are objectively terrible and never should have made the cover. Like, somebody should have rejected that and said, nope, try again. No, this is bad. Go away. Try again. Yeah. Then, I don't know, is there any other caveats or any other thing? I think that's it. So yeah, again, I hope you don't take it personally. I'm not attacking you personally. I'm attacking these covers that I think are, they deserve to have a giant swirling pile of crap laid upon them. And I'm tired that nobody did it. Like, nobody has done this yet. I don't understand. I don't understand how people haven't, like, said, you know what? I know, but that's bad. That's a bad cover, dude. That's bad. It's bad. So let us kind of start with this. And all right, we're going to start with a Kirby Ditko cover. Kirby Ditko cover of Fantastic Four number 14. This is the giant ass of Namor. Taking up like a quarter of the page is Namor's ass. Like, giant, big old booty, thick Namor. His butt taking up the. What were they thinking? Why do you have to zoom in on Namor's butt? What happened here, man? How did this get past the censors back in the Silver Age? Approved comic code? I mean, it's bad. It's stupid. It looks awful. And I think this is one of those cases where you like force two artists, individually great, to work with each other, and it doesn't work. We're going to get to a more notable example of this, where Ditko and Kirby had to work together, and it turned out like one of the worst covers, and it's one of the biggest keys, and we're going to get to it. Foreshadowing. Then Fantastic Four Annual number 3. Fantastic Four Annual number 3 is Wedding of Reed and Sue. But when you look at this, you might be saying, why? Well, I mean, it's busy and everything. This is all repurposed art. This is all cut and pasted from other artwork. This is lazy and bad. This was not an original cover. They just like took images from various comics and pasted them all together in this really weird, awful, like, way all over the cover. It's dog shit. It's a dog shit cover. Indefensibly bad. Like, and obvious. It's obvious what they did. Yeah. This shouldn't get a pass. This shouldn't get a pass from anybody. No. It doesn't get a pass from me. Then Avengers number 11. Spider-Man meets the Avengers, and I'm convinced this is like cut and pasted art as well. Like they just kind of cut and pasted, other art. If you look at the figures, especially the Avengers, it's almost like there was a Spider-Man cover drawn, and then somebody like cut and pasted the Avengers, because none of the poses make any sense. They don't look right. Why are they even there? What is with the big web, and what are they doing? This is terrible. This, again, it's like this is lazy, and somebody just kind of like, hey, we got to get a cover art out. Let's just like kind of cut and paste these and put them all over the spider web. It's bad. It's a bad cover. Bad cover. In any era, this is a bad cover, and it's lazy. Then we're going to get to another ASM, and this is ASM 58. It's another like cut and paste thing where J. Jonah Jameson's face I think it's like superimposed over the armor. It doesn't look right. The face is weird, and I mean, it's a Romita piece, but I don't get it. If you look at the face of J. Jonah Jameson, it looks like superimposed. He's supposed to be in the suit, but that's not what's happening. It's just they took another one of his face and just plastered it over the window of the head. It's terrible. It looks terrible. It's bad. It's a bad cover. Another Silver Age cover. An ASM 15. Big key. It's another Ditko and Simic. They collaborated on this. And it looks like that happened. Like, okay, first Craven, big key cover, but what's with Chonky Spider-Man? Why does Spider-Man look like Gimli? Why is he thick? Like, you've never seen Spider-Man look like that. You've never seen Romita draw him that way. So this looks again like this disjointed cover that Marvel was doing in some of these Silver Age covers. It looks terrible. Spider-Man looks terrible in this. And how does nobody say that's not what Spider-Man looks like? Who's in the suit? That's not Peter Parker. It looks like me. It looks like me. Like somebody stuffed me into a Spider-Man suit. It's bad. It's a bad cover. Key comic, bad cover. Then let's get to a couple of the big ones. Huge keys, very expensive comics, and first in their series, not first appearances of the main character, but important covers. The first one is, you knew I was going to say it, Iron Man number 1. Iron Man number 1 is a garbage cover. And okay, first off, how is the armor mask frowning? How the fuck does that happen? How is he frowning? He's like, ugh. And the splits, like everybody says it, but how's he doing the splits? It's like so exaggerated and silly. And it's also like, is he being breaking out of something, or is something pressing in on him? It doesn't make any sense. It's a garbage cover. It looks terrible. Like, when people tell me they like this cover, I'm like, why? Why would you like that? It doesn't make any sense. It's silly. But it's not the biggest. It's not the biggest key that we're going to address. We're going back after Spider-Man. Probably the biggest, well, it's the biggest key on this list. And it's kind of one of the biggest keys in comics, one of the biggest keys in the Silver Age. Amazing Spider-Man #1 is fucking terrible. This is Kirby and Ditko collaborating, and it is obvious that it didn't, like, were they like fighting with each other? Because, okay, like, did they draw the tube and then somebody had to like force like Spider-Man, like try to figure out how he's going to fit into the tube? Because it doesn't make any sense. The tube doesn't have a top. And he's just doing like the YMCA, like, hey, he's not, it doesn't even look like he's attached to the tube. He's like suspended. Hey, they think I'm trapped. Hey. There's not even a lid on it, man. And in the background, like, I can't even tell who did what first. It's like maybe Kirby had to put the Fantastic Four in later. Like, he's like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, man. I guess I got to draw a ledge here for Sue Storm that doesn't look like it belongs there, and like somehow get the thing. Like, it's like all like goofy, like how that's tried. Like, it's like he's trying to cram the things in there. Like, you could tell Kirby's like, what the fuck, man? How do I get 4 characters in this mess? And it had to be Ditko doing the Spider-Man. Like, did they like draw the Fantastic Four's place, and he had to like take out it looks awful. It's so bad, and indefensibly bad. Like, some of these people might be able to say, well, I kind of, maybe you can quibble. You can't. Not on this one. Not on this one. Nobody can convince me this is a good cover. Key cover, expensive comic. Yes, I know. But trash. It's trash. It's a trash cover. Sorry. Then, I'm going to group a few of these together, and we're going to go to DC, because I think I've shit on Marvel enough here, right? Early Silver Age DC is awful. It's like almost all of it is awful. Like, there are very few that you can point to and say this is a great cover. There's some where you might be able to say, look, it's passable. This is okay. But a lot of them are lacking shade. The perspective is wrong. A lot of it looks like they had to like force multiple characters into an area where it doesn't make sense. And they're goofy. They're dumb. So let's just group a few of them together. Superman 127 with Titano. Awful. It's terrible. He's like King Kong, but he's like taking off like the gorilla is taking off like X-ray glasses, and there's some, what is he got like it's so bad, it's stupid, like, it's bad. And then Superman 139 with Merman Superman. This belongs on a Lois Lane cover, right? Like, in Lois Lane, this passes because Lois Lane is goofy, and everything's goofy in Lois Lane. What is with this is Superman. This is the greatest superhero of all time. Like, I'm not even a Superman guy, and I say that. I admit, of course, there wouldn't be superheroes without this guy. And you're putting him as a fucking merman? Are you shitting me, man? People bought that? Did they make this for 4-year-olds? Is that what they were doing? Was that the whole goal here? It's an overcompensation that happened because they had to make silly comic covers, but as a result of the fallout from the Golden Age, and they're like, oh my god, how are we going to make comics? Like, oh, we'll turn Superman into a fucking merman. Superman 172. It's like the replacement Superman is like supposed to be punching a wall, but he's punching the air. He's punching the air, and it's like supposed to be making contact with the wall. The perspective's wrong. It's off. It doesn't make sense. This would not pass. This would not pass today. This wouldn't pass 20 years ago. This wouldn't pass 30 years ago. Like, it's awful. It's objectively terrible. It's wrong. It doesn't look right. And it's, again, it's stupid. Then Superman 176, like, again, it's like, it's goofy. It's like Superman's on trial and he's going to write on a blackboard. He's got to write on a blackboard it's just bad. This is bad. Like, all of these are collectively bad in the same way because it's dumb. They're dumb. Like, again, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, pass. But the greatest superhero of all time being reduced to, something for, kindergarten level of intelligence. I'm sorry. It's fucking terrible. Inexcusable. It was inexcusable. It was inexcusable then. And now it's indefensible. Like, you can't go back and say, well, I mean, you can, but let's show it here. Any attempt to say this is good is COPE. It is cope. You're coping. Sorry. That's from Chonko. From my heart. And all right. A few more. Let's get just a few more. Showcase 13, third appearance of Barry Allen, with this phallic weirdo, a pirate torpedo chasing him. Again, the perspective's wrong. It's like, this doesn't work. It's like where he is. Also, there's no shading whatsoever. So you don't see anything where it's like light would hit something and there's shading or cross etching or anything. It's totally absent because it's just not good. And it's like they're relying on color instead of actual art. And I think it's bad. Then, this is where I have to attack one specific artist, and this is in Detective Comics, and the guy who I'm going to attack specifically and personally, apologies to his estate if there's any living relatives, but Sheldon Moldoff is dog shit. He was awful. Tech, I think it's right, 233. Hope I can read my writing here. This is the first Batwoman. This is wrong. Like, everything's wrong. So, like, the Batmobile's like at this weird angle, and the her cycle is at a weird angle. This is not how physics works. It doesn't look right. Again, totally absent shading, totally absent light. It's terrible. Her face is weird and awful. And then, it's a cluttered mess. That's the problem. Then Tech 241. Again, it's just more Sheldon Moldoff dog shit. No shading. Nothing looks right. It looks bad, objectively bad. And it's also like, it's stupid. Like, Rainbow Batman, this is one like where you have to call it the story too. The whole thing with the story. Now, Matt will correct me if I'm wrong or something, but I'm going to give you the Chonko's Cliff Notes version. Batman had to do like multiple color outfits because Robin was injured and he wanted all the villains' attention on himself. So he made these stupid costumes so they would attack him and not Robin. That makes sense. Fucking dumb. Dumb cover, Sheldon Moldoff bullshit, and an awful story. It's like the trifecta of suck. Like, this is like inner rung of hell suck in a comic book. And okay, and we'll get to it. If we're gonna attack that one, we have to attack Tech 275 as well. Fucking Zebra Batman. Fuck Zebra Batman, man. Another Moldoff masterpiece of absolute shit suck. Like, it is the most diuretic fart of a cover. It makes no sense. It's so stupid. There's no artistic merit. Again, it's just silly, dumb shit from like the early Silver Age of DC that is indefensible. And again, if this is Lois Lane, we could say, well, Lois Lane is supposed to be silly. But Batman, you reduce Batman to this, to zebra covers and Rainbow Batman? Nah, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I'm not playing those reindeer games. I'm not in, and I don't care. Look, it's like, well, these comics at the time, Chonko, these were made from, they were trying to appeal to children. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't care because they're bad. It's like you were raising a bunch of dunce cap kids. Like, because this is dumb stuff, man. Dumb stuff. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb, dumb, da, dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Anyway, you get the point. Again, there are great covers and there are great comics in the Silver Age. I'm not saying there aren't. I'm saying that if you don't have a little bit of objectivity and say, and there are bad covers in all eras. I know that, but not like this. Not like this. No, like where it's like a major title and it was allowed to be this bad. I know there's like, 90s swill and there's more recent, AI, slop, which by the way, I need to talk about AI slop. I think we're going to do an episode on that. And I'm going to call out YouTubers on that too. You shouldn't be engaging in AI slop. Like, don't do it. It's already bad. It's already bad on YouTube, but we'll get to that. We'll get to the whole episode on that. Don't engage in AI slop. Avoid it. But that's going to be it. And this is where everyone's going to want to throw their barbs and arrows and give me a bunch of thumbsy downsies, and that's fine. Hate watching counts. And I apologize to people, like, if I attacked one of your favorite comics, like if your favorite comic is Rainbow Batman, first I feel really bad for you if your favorite comic is fucking Rainbow Batman. But like, I'm not trying to attack you. I'm not attacking these comics, and this has not been called out. Like, and it drives me nuts every time I have to look at one of these things and nobody says, yeah, that's shit. Why isn't anybody saying that? Why has nobody said Amazing Spider-Man #1 is bad? I've never heard someone say it except me. And it's terrible. You saw it. I showed you how bad it is. Like, again, even if you love that character, and there's later Spider-Man runs that I think are amazing. Like, I hate the cover of the first Kraven, but later on, when you talk about Death of Kraven the Hunter, it's one of the great story arcs of, like, late 80s. So anyway, that's it. It's done. I did it. I got it all off my chest. Everybody, I wasn't going to do it. And then I did it. And, yeah, hopefully, hopefully it was at least a little bit funny, and hopefully it's like I made my point. But that's all I have for now. But yeah, tomorrow the streams, all the streams are going. So Alan, Comic Collector Geek, we're going to be doing his stream at I think it's I never remember the time. 7 p.m. Eastern. And then at Biggie Shack, directly following that. And I'm sure some people are going to be taking me to task on this. It's like, it's fine. It's fine. It's kind of the whole thing. I know it's going to come with this. Yeah, I'm prepared. Kind of, I really just don't want people to be bummed out. That's the thing. I hope people are able to, like, take it and digest it and not take it personally. That's what I have. Yeah, throw Rotten Tomatoes in the comments, crucify me in the comments, give me all your fucking thumbsy downsies, dorks, I don't care. And if you agree, please chime in. I'm going to need some support on this one, guys, because people are not going to like this. I know it. But I had to do it. I said I was going to do it. Then when I said I wasn't going to do it, everybody was just like telling me that I pussed out, and they're like, "Oh, we were all ready. We wanted to." And it's like, okay. I'm going to do it. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I hope your week is going well. I hope you're doing well. I hope the people in your life are doing well. I will be talking to you very soon. Oh yeah, Saturday we are going to have the Great and Powerful Yaniv on the live show on Big Nasty's channel, the stream. So that'll be really good. One of the like big time comic dealers in the U.S. It should be fun. He's going to show some of his personal collections. So I think it's going to be fun. Anyway, that's it for now. I will talk to you soon. Bye.